Now, joining me now is Simcha Rothman, a Knesset member for the far-right religious Zionist party, who is also chair of the Constitution, Law and Justice Committee, and the significance of that is that he is one of the politicians who has been pushing through or trying to push through these judicial reforms. Good morning. Thank you very much for being with us. And I just wonder, this hideous attack on Israel has brought a considerable amount of national unity at the moment. But underneath, there are these divisions over these judicial reforms. And I wonder, can the government survive all this in the long term? What are your thoughts?
I think that the government survival or any other political issue now is irrelevant. There is an emergency government to which other parties from the opposition joined, only symbolized the unity in the public and in the army. We are all committed to fight this evil that threatens not only Israel, it threatens the entire free world. We see what's happening also abroad. We see what's happening in major cities in Europe and in the United States and in other countries. We see that this evil, that Hamas, that to compare Hamas to ISIS, almost I think it's even worse than ISIS because of what we see and because of the support it gets from major countries, and like Iran, of course.
But Mr. Rothman, you've had the biggest protest in Israel's history. You now have the biggest intelligence and security failure in Israel's history. My question is, in the long term, after the war, can the government which you are part of survive?
Again, we are now 100% committed to fighting this evil, to destroy Hamas and to destroy any threat on the citizens of Israel. We cannot allow these atrocities to happen. We said never again. We said it about 80 years ago. We need to put substance to this saying. No one that I know, and we are working in working groups of Knesset members with more than 100 Knesset members that working side by side. No one knows who is from each party. No one talks politics now, and no one should. We are all united and committed. All the other issues will have to wait, and it's a good thing that they will wait. We are united to fight this evil and to defend the Jewish people and the Jewish people in Israel and around the world.
I just wonder, how do attacks by settlers on Palestinians in the West Bank, and according to the UN, there have been 70 such attacks in the last 10 days. How does that contribute to stability and peace?
I don't think any attacks on civilians, on innocent civilians anywhere, give anything to stability and peace. I wonder who in this time counts attacks. Doesn't matter when we're talking about vicious attacks that the world has never seen. No one should attack any innocent people, regardless of any other issue. But I wonder what makes an organization like the UN or any other organization turn the blind eye to what we have seen a week ago, and we're still seeing, and try to find other ways to incite hatred and fear in other places. I don't see any reason to talk about it. Every free country, every free nation, every international entity has to be united to one mission and one mission only: destroy the Hamas, destroy the modern ISIS and Nazis that exist.
Mr. Rothman, let me just make the final point to you, because I want to just explain what the UN is saying. It is saying that 5 Palestinians have been killed by settlers, and they are saying, how can that not inflame things further? And saying they're worried about this spreading. What are your thoughts on that?
Did they issue a warning about the flaming by the atrocities that we saw, or they issue warnings only about Israel? I am refusing to have this conversation on organizations that try to focus and to divert what's important now. I don't know what happened in those reports, and I really don't care, and I don't think anyone should deal with this issue now. We should all focus on one mission, not politics, not anti-Semitic organizations and other organizations around the world who support or say that Hamas. You should look on both sides. There are no two sides on this war. There is good and there is evil.
Okay. We
all saw the pictures of evil, and we all should fight together against the evil.
Okay, we've got to leave it there. Ms. Rothman, thank you very much indeed. And let's go.